Alright, let's jump straight into this straight hair, man. So, a couple of things before we get into this haircut. My client has made some requests, okay? So, he asked me to get a wave cut because he's going to try to get waves. So, I did cut his hair down to a 4 first. And it wasn't really laying down like I wanted to, so I cut it down to a 3. Sprayed it with some water. And then I blow dried it while combing in the direction of a basic 360 pattern, okay? Another thing, he asked me for a high taper. Okay, so I gave him a high taper, and with his lineup, he wanted me to leave more hair on his forehead because his natural lineup is kind of far back, and he says his forehead is big. And he doesn't want his natural forehead size to show. So I only cut off a little bit of the bangs, okay? And also we had to fix a little bit of pushback on his vertical bars. That was one thing he did stress to me. That's why he wanted to cut to me, because he got tired of people pushing his size back. So the tapers aren't going to be perfect, okay? We're going to have to do a good as we can on these tapers. And we're just going to have to fill that vertical bar in with enhancements, just so it can be full and crispy until the next time we come back when the hair grows back. Now that we got that out the way, let's jump into the video. So I'm doing my taper just how I would do any other high taper. I did my lever open, 1 open, but I am going to debulk now because it's straight hair. So I'm using my 4 open, then I'm going to use the 4 closed, then the 3 open and 3 closed, and the 2 open and 2 closed. And then I'm just going to fade down like I regularly will. And this is what I mean when you guys got to trust the process, man. A lot of you guys try to switch up your systems, and before y'all can even master the one that you have, master the system that you find comfortable right now. Once you feel like you can't do no much to it and you feel like you can't get better, then try switching it up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all do a system that works for you, and it will be better if you actually put time into it. But then y'all end up switching your system before y'all can master the one that y'all got. You know what I'm saying? So just find a system and stick to it, and just perfect it until you get where you want to be. So I'm doing this taper, and it's not going to look good until I put that lineup on the neckline and the front lineup. So it's going to look a little off right now, but once I get done with the cut, you guys will see. So that'll give you a reason to stay to the end. After doing my steps, I'm basically just doing some detail work right here. Now I'm switching clippers, doing some more detail work just to make sure this taper gets as clean as possible. Now I'm going to use my thinning shear over comb, just try to thin out that bulk at the top without taking too much hair off. Now it's time for the back taper. I'm going to do basically the same exact steps. And by no means at all, man. I don't think I'm like, really good at cutting straight hair, or like the best barber at cutting straight hair. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'll admit it. Where I need help in or work in, straight hair is one of the areas I need work in. Am I willing to get that extra, that extra education? Of course. That's just me. I'm willing to learn anything from anybody. I'm not big-headed. I'm not full of myself. Most people with my numbers are, which is not really good. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be the first one to admit I do need help on getting better with straight hair, and I will get better with straight hair just because I have the mindset of wanting to get better. I actually want to get better. And it's one of the things I just, experience. If I can get more straight hair clients in, it'll be easier over time for me. You know what I'm saying? So you guys stay tuned for that, and follow the journey, because it's only gonna go up from here. So now it's time for the lineup, and these steps are vital. Okay, so as you can see on the side taper, is like a little disconnection area to make it look like I cut too much behind the ear. This is where that is going to come into place. So we're going to do a clipper over comb for behind the ear lineup areas. We're going to do that on both sides and just get it as crispy as possible using my cocoa trimmers. Also, we're going to make sure with this straight hair that you're combing every time you line it up. So you're going to have to line it up, comb, line it up, comb, line it up, comb until that line doesn't move. Okay, you want to get the most solid line you can when doing a straight hair, so it can last as long as possible. As you can see right here, this is where his natural lineup is. He doesn't want it right there, so that's what we're not going to do. We're just going to line up the bangs and kind of leave that natural hairline covered up. And we're not going to add enhancements to the front, just because I feel like that would be useless, or like there'd be no reason to. So we just lined up the bangs, just cleaned them up, make sure it was symmetrical, and then we fixed that pushback on both of the vertical bars. But as I told you in the beginning, the tapers aren't going to look as perfect as it could have been because of the fixing of the pushback that we had to do. Like certain areas that would be dope if they were dark are not dark because of the pushback growing back in. So the next time you come back in, hopefully that pushback will be full. Probably get another video, being that he might have waves next time he comes. And I'm using that Tune 45 no drip. You get that at tune45.com. Use my code WavyKid at checkout. After I applied enhancements, I definitely relined it. Now I'm just getting the straight hairs that's sticking up off the top of his head, and that's pretty much the cut.